Good morning. How are we doing today, toadies? Do we need one astrological card for today? We have 10 Aries. There's Andromeda on her rock again. 10 Aries is coming out. Neptune's in Aries. Chiron is in Aries. You know, I was just looking at how Mars is opposite Chiron in Aries. That's a slower moving transit. Chiron's one of the only asteroids that I really use in my practice. Since I am a Hellenistic astrologer, I mostly use the traditional planets. I do use the outer three and some asteroids. Chiron seems to work for me. We'll get into this. Let me see if we need another sign here. Is there anything else we can look at? This probably has a lot to do with the collective awakening and also the work that we're doing as torchbearers. You know, this delving into our darkness. This is funny. It's funny that I was drawn to that today because I was thinking about the whole inner child work and thinking how I wanted to talk about that a little bit. I didn't know exactly what I wanted to talk about, but again, I'm being drawn there because what is Chiron? Chiron is the wounded healer, okay? He was a centaur. I'm seeing Venus. He was a centaur he was the son of Zeus, one of Zeus's illegitimate children, of course. And when he was born, his parents thought he was a freak. And so they cast him out. They cast him away. They were like, fuck you, bye. But he ended up going on to be the greatest healer in all of ancient Greece. Chiron as an asteroid in astrology represents the childhood wound. It represents something from our childhood, possibly from our past, that if it can be understood and integrated and healed, assimilated, that you could use that pain, whatever it was that hurt you as a child, to help others who are going through the same thing. Okay? So this is the work of Chiron. And having Mars there, Mars being the ruler of Aries, interestingly enough, I do believe, it's one of many things, but I do believe that we're starting to become aware of these things. Right? Let's see, is there any other sign that we need? So someone could be dealing with some childhood wounds. And I do want to talk more about what it means to parent your inner child. It's usually what we look for in other people and what we expect in other people, and it usually causes issues in relationships. We need to learn to do it within ourselves first. We need to learn to parent ourselves. Is there any other astrological card that we need for today, or are we just focusing on Andromeda here? Here we go. Lion. We have 20 Leo. Okay. So if you're an Aries, if you have Aries in your big three, if you have anything, any planet, any placement around 10 Aries, if you know anyone who does, if you are a Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or if you have any planet in Leo, what do you got around 20 Leo? Do you have anything around 20 Leo? Do you have anything in Leo in general? What about Aries? You got any planets in Aries? What's going on in Aries? What whole sign house is ruled by Aries for you? What whole sign house is ruled by Leo for you? Okay. I'm also seeing Cancer. We now have 10 Cancer with the Sun and the Moon and Mars. Oh, it's these guys again. Look, this happened before. It's these two fuckers. Oh my God. So Cancer could be significant too. If you have Cancer in your big three, if you have any placements in Cancer, we'll see what's going on with that. I just cut to the ascendant. If you're a Cancer rising, let's get into the tarot. First card. Whoa. Judgment. It's Judgment Day, motherfuckers. It's really Judgment Day. First card. Woo. We have the Page of Wands. Reversed. We have the Five of Swords. Reversed. And the Emperor. Hello, my kings. And my queens. Oh my goodness. Judgment Day. Every day is Judgment Day. That's toadism. What do I mean by that? I mean that we go through these cycles, we spin through the major arcana, which then prisms and fractals into the minor arcana, into our daily life, into the expression of everything that we see. And we go through these spins like once every second, once every minute, once every day, once every year, once in many, and new ones are starting all the time. It is a fractal, you know? And so we go through a full spin every day. The sun rises every day. The Sun is the card that comes right before Judgment, okay? So every day is Judgment Day. Every day we are being called to rise up and do what we need to do to answer the call of Source. Sometimes that's just getting up out of bed. Sometimes that's enough. Sometimes that's enough, okay? Although I think someone's rising up to their royalty. They're rising up to be king or queen. We're really doing what we need to do. Okay, let's get a little bit more. Page of Wands reversed. Why reversed? I need more. Let's see. Hi guys, if you don't know me, my name is Toad, and I'm here with your daily transmission from the Toad realm. I channel the Toad medicine. I'm a Hellenistic astrologer, I'm a channel, I'm a medium, I'm a tarot instructor, a tarot reader, an artist, and I offer a different perspective on these things. So follow along to find out more. Okay. Extra information and clarification, please, spirits. What is this about? One card for each. With Judgment, we have the Wheel of Fortune. With the Page of Wands, we have the Fool. Come in reverse. With the Five of Swords, we have the King of Swords. Come in reversed. Is that King? Yep, King of Swords. And with the Emperor, we have the Eight of Pentacles. They're all reversed. Well, with Judgment and the Wheel of Fortune, this is interesting because we have 10 and 20. All right, it's funny. We have 10 and 20. Check and see what you got going on here. We also have 10 here. We're trying to break a habit. We're trying to break a pattern. We're trying to break a cycle. That's what we're here to do. That is what our calling is. That is what I started talking about right away with Chiron, okay? We don't want to continue the patterns. We don't want to continue the cycles, okay, into the next generations. But this is also just about breaking our daily habits. And I really like this. I really do feel like we're actually having a lot of control today. We're actually doing the things that we know we have to do. We're having boundaries. We're rising up. We're breaking our old habits. Okay? I like the Wheel of Fortune either way that it comes. I do not believe that when it comes reversed that it means bad luck. It doesn't mean luck at all. It's your fate. Fortune means fate. Fortuna. Okay? We make our luck. Okay? We are breaking the old patterns. Okay? This is the wheel of the zodiac. This is when we get hung up on the wheels, these different points, these different placements that we have, okay? They're what pull us down and keep us stuck and keep us in these patterns. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not so good. We want them to manifest in the good way, okay? So what I believe is happening is that we are starting to realize our patterns, our habits, our default settings, okay? Our default settings in our code and our programming, and we are breaking the fuck out of it. Break that shit. Love it. Okay. Whoa. Fuck. Ah! Queen of Swords. Okay, we have the King and the Queen of Swords. And we have the Page of Swords that fell out. The World card has something weird on it. Well, we do have King and the Queen of Swords coming out here. This is like, when we hold on to a new cycle. Okay, he's got like the beginning of the new cycle in his hands, the new pattern, the new way, all right? Or there's a message that needs to be sent, some sort of communication, but someone's afraid of acting foolish. Someone could be afraid of acting foolish with these two pages coming out, Again, this could be two aspects of ourself, the way that we rule with our intellect, with our mind, with the air element, okay? The King and the Queen of Swords, all the kings and queens of the suits, they rule with their element, okay? So the King and the Queen of Swords, they know how to make decisions, they know how to communicate, they know how to yada, yada, yada. Now, King of Swords did come reversed. It came reversed, clarifying the Five of Swords, reversed. Five of Swords is often a card of conflict. It could be verbal conflict. It sometimes is a conflict of the mind when it's reversed, like just an internal conflict in their mind. But it could also be that someone was acting cold, someone was... because the King and the Queen of Swords, they can just be cold and like unemotional. It's a very Aquarian energy. All right. She's kind of more like a Libra, but they both kind of have this like Aquarius kind of vibe to them where they can be unemotional. They can be a little too aloof. Okay. But it could be so far that someone like said something that they really regret saying. This sometimes when it's reversed, it can be apologize. It could be making amends because someone did something that sent others walking away. But then this guy is just left alone. Okay? So this is when he realizes that it's time to make amends. Now, these are also divine counterparts. We could have a match here. And the King of Cups. We have another king. Ah! Three of Cups, reunion. Oh my god. Temperance, reunion. Okay. Well, now we have the man in love. King of Cups. Judgment. It's Judgment Day. Got the World. I forgot that I got the World, guys. We're gonna do something. Judgment, first card. The fuck? Oh my god. I just cut to the Emperor. That's wild. The Emperor is getting healthy. We're getting healthy. We're getting stable. Saving money. Please clarify the Hierophant. Nothing's jumping. Oh, 10 of Cups. It's commitment. Page of Wands. Yeah, so that clarifies what I'm asking about. You know, I'm trying to clarify the Page of Wands, the Fool with the Hierophant. I got the 10 of Cups. You're there. You're there. You have your happily ever after. I know you can't really tell what this looks like. I mean, what this is, but this is the emotional fulfillment. This is the happily ever after. This is about commitment. It's about doing things the traditional way. If that's what you want, you know? Now the world is it's the end of a cycle and the beginning of a new one. It is a completion. It is a victory. It can be either a great liberation. This could be marriage. It could be a divorce. It could be a graduation. It could be all kinds of things. But you gotta do something in order to get there. Please clarify the King and the Queen of Swords. Two of Wands. They might be coming together. Let me see. One more, please. Now, the Two of Wands, of course, all twos can then be... We got the Queen of Cups. I shuffled this a bunch of times, guys. A bunch of times. A bunch. It's the King and the Queen of Cups. It's both upright. God. With the Six of Cups. Oh my god, in the sun. Please clarify. Oh. There's... Can you please clarify the Emperor? I got the Four of Wands. Oh my god. And I got the Knight of Cups. He's ready to be the Emperor. I really think he's ready to be the Emperor. He's ready to go after it. He's ready to fill his... Oh. God. The Devil. King of Wands. And it's interesting, I'm thinking more and more about this. Like Leo. Leo has Venus in it right now. Venus is at 25 degrees of Leo. Okay. We also have Mars at 25 degrees of Libra. Okay. And opposite Chiron at 26 degrees of Aries. All right. So Venus is really helping out right now. It's helping with this. There could be an actual feminine person in your life. Venus. It could be art or love or beauty, some sort of woman or feminine character in your life that is supporting you in this inner child healing, in this wound work that we're doing. Okay, that could be specific for some. This also has to do with like the relationships. The work that we do with Chiron, the inner child work, all of it, it's all really to bring us together. It's all really to help us, reconcile the primary split. All right. Now, whoa. Got 6. The Singer of Connection and himself. It's funny they put 6 for the Singer of Connection. The Lovers. Connection. Ooh, what's this? Singer of Initiation, too. Through the power of this singer, all connections are made, held, released, and released as appropriate. In a reading, This singer indicates the connection of things, especially reconnecting those that have been sundered. It is unifying and reunifying. It tells us that we need to be aware of the connections between different aspects of the issue under discussion, as well as the connections between the people linked by it. That's what we're talking about. What about himself? I mean, the Emperor was on the bottom of the deck today. So the fact that we got himself, everything he touches becomes more of whatever it is. More alive, more vigorous, more powerful, more awesome, more awful. This card in a reading can indicate great vitality, victory, or triumph, confidence, or power. There is leadership, an ability to command, steadfastness, and integrity. Wild power held and channeled for the good of all by will. My emperors. My emperors. This is strong emperor energy. See, protection. He's the protector. Himself speaks of protection, either of the querent or of someone the querent owes protection to, like a child or an elder. This is about our inner child. Acceptance of paternal responsibility is important, as are deep and committed relationships. He is the preserver of the natural world and its balances. Shamanic power may be indicated here, as well as potential for powerful spiritual healing. This card may also speak of erotic energy, passion, and potent creativity. Okay, I'm getting it. I'm getting the message, guys. Someone's healing their father wound. Someone was told that they were not good enough when they were a child. Someone was told that they were not good enough when they were a child. Someone was told that their feelings didn't matter when they were a child. Someone was told to not speak when they were a child. Okay? Possibly by their father, or someone could have had either an overbearing emperor, an overbearing father, okay, or one that was not present at all. Singer of initiation. This is what we're healing. This is what we're choosing to look at. We do become our parents. If we do not, we energetically repeat the cycles. Once we become aware of how we're being like our parents, or how we're being like our ancestors, how we're being like our old selves, then we can stop. Okay? This is us healing the masculine. Oh, and there's so much sexuality. Oh, God. Singer of initiation. We're being initiated. We're being initiated into being kings and queens. Passage through trial, triumph, new level. New level, bitches, new level. We're at our new level. We're reaching the world. There's one thing you need to do. There's one little thing that you need to do, okay? Do it. Every day is Judgment Day. Breakthrough. Drawing this card notifies us that significant change and challenge are both occurring in our lives, with the potential for moving into a new realm, which involves a new way of being. This major change has been building for a long time, and the moment is now here to meet this challenge. This is so judgment. This is so judgment, guys. We may already be aware of the initiation process, but perhaps we have only seen it as bad luck or fate. It is neither. It is an opportunity to see if we have, deep down, truly learned the lessons we have been working on and are willing to apply them to our lives. Often, knowing just what the initiation is about can seem more of the most difficult aspects of the process. However, once past, it eventually will all become clear in hindsight. Process of seeing, accepting, and using our powers. My kings, at a higher and more ethical level. Okay. Now, there's also the thing in this one about paternal responsibility, okay, that I didn't mention. We need to be parenting ourselves, all right? We need to be, all the things that didn't feel, all the things that we didn't get, or the things that we got that weren't right, We're going to redo that for ourselves energetically. Okay, we can also, there could also be a situation involved here, because I am seeing the Six of Cups so often. I'm seeing the Pages, I'm seeing the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles, the Emperor and the Empress, the mother and the father. The fact that they talk about paternal responsibility here, there could be children involved in a situation. King and Queen of Cups. And that could be why someone's resisting. That could be why. Someone has not, pretty obvious, Toad. Pretty obvious. Oh, look, I see the King of Wands here. Hi, King of Wands. There could be a divine counterpart situation here where someone is a parent, or one out of the two could have kids, and probably the Empress because we're talking about the Emperor rising up, right? The Emperor assuming his paternal responsibility as himself, you know. It's been resisting because someone didn't think that they were good enough to be an emperor. Someone didn't think that they were good enough to be a father, that they didn't have enough control, that they didn't, you know, whatever it is. They didn't think that they were good enough, but they're assuming, it's like they're assuming their role. They're assuming their role as the son, father, son. It's not about perfection. It's not about perfection. It's in the pursuit. It's about continuing to try. It's about judgment. It's about rising up every day. Where's my judgment card? Anyway. All right, so this is the thing. Every day is judgment day. So it's about rising up every day and trying again. It's not about being perfect. It's about trying your best. It's about doing the things that you know you have to do. And when you slip up, when you make mistakes, you just try again. You keep checking the elements. You keep checking the pillars, okay? You keep everything out in the open. You commit yourself, okay? But someone's just ready